This is our intro.
That's a crap intro. Okay.
Anywho.
Anyways, so today we're going to be doing chapters 9 and 10 of My Immortal.
Yes.
Right. Fun stuff.
Yay.
What?
My turn. Okay,
hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, this chapter doesn't have a title.
Why is it some of these chapters have titles and some of them don't?
Because the ones that have titles are titled.
Okay. I was so mad and sad. The first sentence.
I was smad.
Smad.
Okay.
I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. Anywho, I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Memories.
And all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying toward me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose.
Really?
Basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. Oh, you mean like how you kind of said it was like Voldemort in the movie?
It's getting worse, I think. No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious, and I couldn't run away.
Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. Because she shouted the name of a cat? I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
Ebony, he yelled, Thou must kill Vampire Potter.
I thought about Vampire and his sexa, that's spelled like that, eyes, and his gothic black hair, and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said that I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up?
No, Voldemort, I shouted back.
Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged.
They don't have guns in the wizarding world. They don't work.
They don't need them.
Yeah. Thou must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beautiful Draco.
Thou wilt not.
I sworn my love and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
How did you know? I asked in a surprised way.
Voldemort got a dude you're so retarded look on his face. I love that look. I have telekinesis.
I can move objects with my mind.
He answered cruelly. And you doth not kill vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick.
I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods.
Draco, I said. Hi.
Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing, is that your story?
Yes.
He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden. I don't get it. And it says, pentagram, get it, between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. I don't get it.
Me neither.
A pentagram is the star thing. They know that, right?
I hope so.
Okay, whatever. Moving on.
Are you okay, I asked.
No, he answered.
I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled.
That's okay, he said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. Let's do this!
That's interesting. Chapter 10. I think, even though I have concluded this whole fanfiction is getting excessively worse as it goes on.
Wait till she becomes Annabee.
That's pretty soon,
You're
right?
adorable.
Bunnies can't help but be adorable.
Look at how cute she is.
You're scaring people.
No, they like her. She's the perfect face for a camera, aren't you?
Anywho.
She has just the face for the camera. Don't
Chapter 10. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. Voldemort. All day. I was even upset. Went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band Bloody Gothic Roses 666.
I didn't know she had a band.
Me neither. Apparently she does. I'm the lead singer of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR.
Who would?
The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diablo now.
Oh my god.
He has black hair with blue streaks in it. I have a question.
And Hagrid.
And Hagrid.
Hagrid.
Why is it that she's in this apparently magically existing band with Vampire and Draco when...
And yet she didn't know that they weren't dating anymore.
Yeah.
Or that they had even dated before.
I'm confused. Anywho. Okay, we left off at Hagrid.
Hagrid.
Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a cross. There's no way I'm writing that, or a steak.
Spelled like the kind you eat.
So okay, she can't even spell the word cross. Oh, because she's a vampire! Vampires can't even spell the words. I don't understand that. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. The Corpse Bride is not depressing. I love that movie.
I love that movie. It is kind of sad.
Kind of, but not particularly. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs.
A skirt that showed off her boobs, can you imagine?
A shirt.
That is a short skirt.
A shirt that showed off my boobs, and tiny matching mini skirt that said Simple Plan on the butt.
Why would you want a band name on your butt?
You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not.
I was actually thinking that.
Yeah, I was thinking of it actually.
She's finally right. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice.
What the bleep do you think? I asked angrily.
Would you stop eating my quilt?
And then I said, well, Voldemort came and the bleeping bleep told me to bleeping kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will bleeping kill Draco. I burst into tears.
I thought she was already in tears.
Yeah.
Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you bleeping tell me, he shouted. How could you bleeping poser muggle bleep? C is that out of character. Yeah, because he's caring. That's him caring.
I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry, too, all sensitive.
That's out of character.
Then he ran out crying.
Guess what they were doing? Crying! We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache.
What have you done? He started to cry wisely. How do you cry wisely?
I cry like an owl.
That's basically nut swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Okay. Why does she keep writing things in, like, parentheses? It's really annoying.
That's her making comments.
Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist.
She said early in the chapter, or maybe it was the last chapter, that he couldn't, because the only way to kill a vampire is with a C-R-O-S-S. That was funny, we did it in like a rhythm. C-R-O-S-S. Yeah, with a cross, I said it, or a steak. I guess you're supposed to slap them with a slab of meat. I'm not really sure. I don't understand vampires, but yeah.
But, so how can he slit his wrists? I don't understand.
These are the questions that plague me.
No one understands.